What up? What up? What up? What's poppin'? Welcome to the latest and greatest edition of Talk of the Town, Uncensored. You know, this is where the Talk of the Town crew, we get together and chop it up about things that are going on in the world of entertainment, in the world today. Of course, you know me, it's Showtime, Mr. Talk of the Town. I got the squad with me. Squad. First up to bat, what's poppin'? Our Jizzle, RG in this thing.
What's poppin', gang, gang? What's poppin'?
Gang, rich girl in here.
Thursday. Hope everybody is still being safe out here. Still quarantining green.
Still quarantining. Green is obviously not quarantining, but we'll talk about that a little bit later.
I gotta work. I'm an essential man.
Well, is that a robe? What is that that you have on, Green?
Green is in his robe.
Yes.
With no shirt.
I'm comfortable.
I am comfortable.
Green is comfortable.
We're dressed. We're dressed.
Yeah, we're dressed. I don't know if I feel comfortable
dressed
sitting in his robe, but it's 2020, so I'll let people live and exist as they should.
As they may, right?
Hold on. Do you want me to quarantine, or do you want what do you want?
We just saw you out.
Y'all motherfuckers complain about me being
now
you complain about me being at home.
We just saw you at a club the other day.
Right. You were just at a bar the other day. We had a meeting and you were at a bar. Like, with people breathing on your neck. Like,
right.
D. Marie, how are you, ma'am?
I'm well. I'm doing good. Staying safe. Quarantining, only going out for essentials. I drove past Ross the other day. Wow, you were right. It's Ross everywhere.
Listen, I don't know what it is in Ross. I think Ross might be selling crack.
Right.
I think they might have. I don't know what is going on.
Something is.
Whenever I drive past a Ross, the line is wrapped around the building like the free before 11 o'clock line at the club.
Yeah.
Listen when I tell you, Ross got something going on. Ross, I never knew that home goods and home essential things like that were so important. But these people out here are at Ross risking it all just for some bathroom mats and some dish towels. You hear me? I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of Ross. I don't go in there all of the time, but there's got to be something in there for these people to be risking their lives. And I really just want to know what it is. Like, I really just want to know what they got going on in there.
Do they got is it for the low?
Do they have what for the low?
Everything.
Sure.
Are they the plug?
I think what it is because they've been closed for so long, they have extreme markdowns. So so that's what it is. Like Marshall's has the same thing, TJ Maxx, Home Goods, they all have the same thing. Lots of markdowns because they've been closed for so long and now prices have changed on things. So and new inventory, they're waiting for new inventory to come in. So
because we're in a different seasons and change and all that stuff.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. I can go with that. All right, DJ Green, what's popping?
Shit, maintaining, working, keep my head above water.
Okay. Staying afloat.
Ready to talk about these topics.
All right, cool.
Yeah. You ready?
Let's get ready to talk about these topics. So let's get it going. If you're watching this, make sure you like it, make sure you share it, make sure you comment it. You can start a watch party because we want to be sure that everyone gets down with this Talk of the Town, Unfiltered, Talk of the Town, Uncensored movement. So if you're watching us, just make sure you like us. Just make sure you share. Make sure you show some love. If you're going to sit through the whole broadcast tonight, make sure you drop some comments. We got some real dope topics, real dope things that we're going to be talking about. So just make sure you show us a whole lot of love in the comment section. All right. So first thing we got to talk about is Minnesota, man. We got to talk about what's going on down in Minnesota. If you haven't heard about it, if you've been living under a rock, probably. But down in Minnesota earlier this week, there was a black man who was in, I guess because he was in police custody. He was being detained by police officers, and the police officer put his knee on this man's neck for such a long period of time and with such force.
8.5 minutes.
8.5 minutes.
At least that's what we saw. We don't know before then.
Right.
True. True.
Yeah, and it was with so much force that the man died. Right, this is something that was recorded from at least two different angles. I'm sure there were more angles that were recorded Now we're seeing that, the city of Minneapolis is turning up. Like, there are people out there protesting. There are people that are hitting up stores. There are people that are looting and doing all sorts of acts out there because, folks are fed up. So let's just start with RG and then we'll go to D. Marie and the Green. What do you all think about the situation and what do you all think about what's going on? Shout out to Lee Grant. He said he got time today. We're going to go in. RG, what's up?
You know what? It's like, you see what's going on, like how they're retaliating for what has happened. But I think that if you put in place giving them harsh penalties, like if you kill someone and it wasn't just cause, you get the death penalty, right? Period. It's no discussion. And I think you can't change people. There's bad people in the world. You can't change that. You can't say stop, doing something. You can't tell somebody, there's just criminals, it's bad people, bad cops. But I think if they put in place a harsher penalty, I think that's the only way that they can probably cut down and reduce what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that, and I also think that a lot of times these people act out in the way that we see them act out because they know there isn't going to be any recourse. Like the police officer looked dead into the camera.
Yeah,
like the dude. I was watching CNN last night, and one of the witnesses was there, and this brother was saying how he told him like this guy's an MMA fighter, and he was like, "Yo, like your knee is on his neck, where to the point where it's cutting off his circulation." Yeah. Like it's not in the back of the neck where it can cause an injury, but it's right here where his arteries are.
Right.
The cop looked right at the camera. He looked right at those people and didn't have any type of regard because he knew that there wasn't going to be any sort of repercussions for him. Right. Like he knew that there wasn't going to be any sort of problems that he would have to face because of his actions. And I think that's the problem. Like these people feel like they can get away with these things without any sort of repercussions.
I think not only do they think they can get away with it, I think even bigger about it, he looked at that man as if he was a roach or a fly. He didn't treat him like a person. You know what I'm saying? Because if you do that on film, not only did he think he could get away with it, he thought that there was nothing wrong with it, just like if you stepped on a roach. You see what I'm saying? Like he doesn't think. He really don't think black people are people,
right? But that's how white supremacy works, though. Like white supremacy works. Whereas I feel like I'm superior to you. I feel as though I am greater than you. I'm better than you. My life has more value than yours does, so I can do to you whatever I want to do, and there's nothing that anyone can do about it, right? And even when we look at the video that I just saw earlier today about how they're hundreds of police officers surrounding this man's house, right? Like protecting him instead of protecting and serving the people that need to be protected and served.
Right.
These police officers are surrounding this man's house and protecting him. And, and that just goes to show you that the fraternal order of police is called just that. They're the fraternal order of police because they're a fraternity. Like they're the biggest gang in America. Like there's no gang in America that's bigger than them. So they feel like they can't be defeated. They feel like they can't be charged with anything. And, people tired, man. People tired. People are tired. D. Marie, what you think?
It was extremely hard to watch it. I shed some tears watching it. I will say, and I did mention this on social media, that there was a woman, and of course the guy that was on CNN, I said, I loved how they were being active bystanders, right? You're still a bystander when you're recording because you're getting documentation. But the fact that they went up to the officer and said, I demand to see his pulse, like do a pulse check right now. Do a pulse check right now. Like they were on it. The gentleman that was on CNN, he didn't stop. He was there the entire time. The young lady, it was a white woman that was there the entire time, and she was going off. So I do appreciate citizens that are like that are trying, but it was hard to watch. It was ridiculous. It was disgusting. I saw some news. I'm proud of University of Minnesota. They have officially cut ties with the police department, and so no games. You hit them in the pockets, right? So no games, no security, different things like that for a huge university. And if you know the University of Minnesota, it's one of those huge, I don't know what conference they're in, but it's a huge school. So I'm proud of that. And you know, they were fired, but I'm looking to see what happens next. Like, yes, they were fired. Okay, now what?
Yeah. Lee Grant said that they feel they can get away with it because we've shown them nothing else. If you take someone's lunch money every day last week and they did nothing, what's to stop me this week? I mean, at a point, we got to get to a point where we can't just like the time for marching and time for all that. Like, it's time for some action. You know what I mean? Like, it's time.
What's so interesting to me though is like when we see the looting and all of that, I'm just like, why do we do it in our neighborhoods? Why we don't go to the white neighborhoods to do it? I'm confused. Or the neighborhoods that we feel need, like, because it's already it from the looks of what we saw on social media with the looting, it looks like it's already in an underserved area, right?
Right.
And so I'm just kind of trying to figure out, like, why that area? Why not somewhere else?
Well, I think you know, my pushback to that is always going to be that, number one, I don't think we can tell people how to deal with their trauma. Right. Like, so if I'm angry or if I'm traumatized by something, DeMarie, you know this, like, I can't tell you how to process that particular trauma. You can't tell me how to process my particular trauma.
It's like the first thing I see, that's what I'm going to hit. That's what I'm going to destroy.
Right. That's just, it's almost like a knee-jerk reaction. Like, somebody actually commented on my Instagram page earlier today, who's from that area, and she broke down like how the racism has been so prominent in that area for years.
Really?
Saying how people in this particular area, like the reason they sieged that police precinct is because that police precinct, the police officers, they're corrupt, and the public figures in this community, they're corrupt. So people are going to, like, they're gonna go for what they know. Like, so if we got to tear down Best Buy or Target to prove a point, that's just what we got to do. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say.
That's the show. So what do you do when you need to go to Target? And what do you do?
That's where I'm heading.
What do you do? You are destroying your community. What do you do?
Right, but when you're acting off of the emotion of seeing a person lose his life, it almost goes back to the conversation that we had 2 weeks ago, RG, when you talked about how in relationships and the woman finds out that the man is cheating and she just blacks out, right? Like, it's the same thing. Like, there are people in that community who knew him. There are people in that community who have had similar instances with police officers who this incident, it just triggers off something in them. Like, I can't fault them. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that.
You know that Pig shot somebody before too.
He shot somebody that allegedly.
Oh, he has a background.
Right.
In 2008, yeah, he shot somebody before.
So, you know, I think it's a heavy situation, man, and I think that, you know, at some point we have to start looking at different measures, because if you kneel in silence, you get killed, right? Like, you get condemned for kneeling in silence and protesting peacefully. Like, they condemn you for that. If you go out here and you show out, they condemn you for that. Right. If you say I can't breathe, they kill you.
Right.
If you say hands up, officer, don't shoot, they kill you. If you jogging in your neighborhood, they kill you.
We're damned if we do, we damned if we don't.
Right? If you watching birds in Central Park, they call the police on you and try to get the police to come and kill you just because
kill you, right? Yeah.
Like, so,
and that's exactly what she wanted to do, and that's exactly what she wanted to happen. What happened with George Floyd? That's what she was hoping would happen to Christian Cooper. I don't care what anybody says. That's exactly what she wanted to happen.
That's what she wanted. So, I mean, at some point, what's the solution?
George Floyd. That's what she was hoping would happen to Christian Cooper. I don't care what anybody says. That's exactly what she wanted.
Somebody speaking back. Who's that?
I don't care what anybody says. That's exactly what she wanted.
I don't know who that is. But yeah, so I think it's time for action, and you know, I think we need more leaders in our community. I think we need to be more involved in the political aspect of things, and lines in terms of infiltrating this systemic racist system that we all have to live in, that we have to raise our children in, that we have to exist in. But at the end of the day, like, that trauma is not a trauma that I've ever faced before, right? Like, being in that community, like I've dealt with police brutality Like, you know what I'm saying? I've dealt with being harassed, police harassment. You know what I mean? Just for the color of my skin. Like, I've dealt with that, and that gives you a certain sense of rage that's like no other. It's like no other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So constantly on edge, constantly feeling like you have to look over your shoulder. And even if somebody is coming to you or doing anything with good intentions, you don't know that. So you're on guard all the time, 24/7.
Right.
But also what they're doing, now the police say you can't call them. So what is
out there, right?
Them? You can't call the police.
That's what
you can't call 911.
I didn't hear that.
I haven't heard that. What's going on?
I heard that out there right now, you can't call the cop. Like, they're too tied up. You can't call 911 out there. Wow. That's what I saw.
Wow.
Or maybe you can call. It's gonna take them forever to get there.
Yeah, that's news to me. But at the same time, you got 100 cops standing at old boy's house protecting him. That's why y'all too busy.
There's no cops, exactly.
Right. Your whole workforce is out there protecting a murderer. And at the end of the day, like, he's somebody who lynched somebody on film. Like, this wasn't just
public lynching. They used to do it like that.
Yeah. There was a lynching that occurred this week. And that ain't the first one. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy.
It's probably one of the worst ones, because I don't know if you noticed, conservative media is hammering him. They gonna smoke his boots though. I think they gonna kill him. Like, I mean, they gonna give him the death penalty. I think, because Fox News is actually hammering him harder than CNN and MSNBC. They talking about the dude got a bad background. They talking about how did he get hired. Trump tweeted about it, said it was bad. They gonna smoke his boots. He ain't getting out of it.
They turned it back on him, and rightfully
they turned it back on him.
Rightfully so. You know, I think we as a community, like, we deserve justice, and I think we deserve the people who are putting energy into saying things like, well, I saw somebody say something to the effect of, well, the people who are doing these things in the community, they wouldn't care anything about him when he was alive because he had a white girlfriend. Listen, I don't care if his girlfriend was pink. I don't care what color she was.
Right.
All I know is he looked like me. Right. And when them cops killed him, when that cop had his knee on his neck, and when that other cop, Officer Tao, when he just sat there and watched it and kept them at bay.
Right.
That's the conspiracy. Like, he part of a conspiracy to commit murder. Like, nah, you gotta go.
And I don't know if it's true, and they're saying it was a bad check. I heard it was a counterfeit $20 bill that was used.
I heard forgery. I've heard a couple of different things, but nothing. Listen,
nothing violent.
Yeah, I don't care what it was. Like, we live in a place where there's supposed to be a judicial system, so that he could have killed 10 people.
Right.
10 people. You're not the judge or the jury. Meanwhile, Dylan Roof walking out with a Happy Meal and a Burger King meal in his hand. You feel me?
They stopped at Burger King for him.
Right.
Just because he said he was hungry.
Right. Yeah. It's different, man. Like, it's different, and we have to realize that we playing by a different set of rules, and we.
And that's it. We playing by a different set of rules.
Like, they don't play with the same rules that we play with. Like, they don't. It's not even the same game. It's not even the same conversation for us to be going out here, and it's, again, especially like as a black man in this country, like, it's different. Like, it's different. Like, when I watch dude on CNN last night, like, the video, like, I try not to watch. Like, I don't really watch a lot of these. Like, when stuff like this happens, I don't really watch these videos. So I never seen the entire Eric.
Traumatizing.
You know, I watched the Ahmaud Arbery video only because it popped up and kind of caught me by surprise.
Didn't know
so I don't really watch a lot of them because it causes some almost like PTSD. Because we continuously see this. But when I watched the guy who was the witness on CNN last night, and he talked about how Mr. Floyd was killed on the second anniversary of his mom's death, and I want to say he might have been an only child. That almost took me out. Like, I can't, like, that type of thing. You know, it really bothers me to see the disregard that this country has continuously shown for people of color. And I think this is just an example of that.
Right. And if you listen in the beginning of the video, it's somebody like, why didn't you just do this? Like, why didn't you just calm down? Why didn't you just calm down? It didn't have to be like,
why didn't you comply?
Like this. But one thing is like with the officer, how long do you need to be down? Like, how long does he need to be down until he's calm?
His intention.
He was handcuffed too.
Right.
And
so,
he had
like,
2 other cops on his back.
Get him up, put him in the car, and let that be that. Like, what are we doing?
He wanted to kill him.
Yeah, he wanted to kill him.
Right, that's what I feel. He wanted to kill a black man that bad.
The guy was screaming it. The guy was like, that is like a what?
Jiu-jitsu move.
Jiu-jitsu move. Yeah. Yeah, that was the guy that was on CNN. That's the guy that was on CNN.
What do you say?
That's the guy who said it's a jiu-jitsu move. He was the guy that was on CNN.
Okay. Yeah.
And he was shedding tears on CNN. Oh my gosh, like my heart.
Yeah, imagine if you actually had to watch it in real life.
In real life, yeah. Like that.
And not just video. That's crucial.
The video was crying. She was all to pieces. I saw them interview her.
Yeah, it's a lot, man, and people don't understand.
And that cop he showed no emotion.
Yeah, people don't understand the trauma that comes with just being in society and being a person of color and having to deal with this. Like, white privilege is real. Like, white people will never have to experience this. Like, on so many different levels, white folks will never have to go through this. And I said it on Facebook. I mean, I said it on Instagram and Facebook, I think yesterday. It's time that we start holding our white coworkers, our white friends, our white people that we know. Your silence can no longer be tolerated.
Well, on that part, my thing is sometimes just all this ranting, it does no good. And sometimes it's good to be quiet if you don't know the answer to a problem. It's not necessarily that you are against it, but sometimes, if you don't know how to solve it and you just adding. But
you know it's wrong though. Like, but you know it's wrong. Like if I see somebody like doing something that I know is wrong continuously, not just like, oh, this just happened one time and all right, I ain't gonna say nothing. Oh, all right, well, it happened again like 2 weeks. This is going on continuously.
Right.
And y'all ain't saying nothing. Like y'all don't have nothing to say. No, don't get me wrong. I've definitely have seen some. All I want for you to let me know is that you know that this is not okay. I ain't asking for you to help. You ain't gotta help me. Just let me know that you ain't cool with it.
Right. Yeah.
Like, that's it. Just let me know that you know what old boy did was wrong. You know it was messed up, and you know that our lives have value. And that's all I want.
Do you have white friends?
I have white people that I'm cool with.
Are they speaking up?
I have seen I have seen several white people that I'm cool with speaking up on social media. So
okay.
yes.
Well, that's good.
There's actually a lot of white people protested in Minneapolis.
It's a whole bunch of them.
It's a whole lot of them. But like
I want to know, and
a whole bunch of them looting right with the black people.
Yeah, right. I wish I could have researched this before the show, but I'm interested in what the racial demographic is in the city. Like what's the breakdown? Like how many of us are actually there? Like is it the only black person that I know from Minnesota is Prince, right? Right. Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. Like they the only black ones I know. So I wonder what the makeup is of us people of color and white folks. So maybe I'll research that once we get off to kind of dive a little bit deeper. So yeah, anybody else want to chime in? Anything else about this before we get into the shenanigans of the week?
Let's get into these shenanigans.
Shenanigans of the week. Let's get it popping. All right. So first things first. So Versus. Who watched Versus this last week? Green did not watch Versus.
RG, what?
RG did not watch Versus.
She was unimpressed.
The ratchet half of the group didn't watch.
Somebody said it was Jagged Edge versus 56. So 56 means half for 112. Get it?
Oh, I get it. Oh my God.
There's a bell. There's a bell for all three of y'all.
Yeah, somebody could have thought of that like that.
Yeah, Jagged Edge versus 56, not 50 Cent, but 56. because two of the members of 112 they weren't there. So D-Marie, I'll ask you just real quick your thoughts on the battle.
All right, so just first and foremost, love J.E., right? 10 years old, I had imaginary heartbreaks, marriages, relationships at
walking
10.
Down the aisle to Let's Get Married.
10 through 14 years old. So therefore, I was rooting for J.E. Once 112 started playing some stuff, I'm like, ooh, I'm all in my feelings. And I was so let's just the fact that it's J.E. 112 the hits. I want to ask y'all who won based off of that. We're not going to talk about the quality, the production.
112 smoked their boots.
They did, and I didn't think they would. I was going for J.E. so hardcore beforehand, but then 112, I was like, dang, they took it.
Yeah.
They took it.
They smoked their boots.
Right.
They did what?
They smoked their boots.
The way they do that pig in Minnesota.
Huh?
What?
We smoked their boots. Really used term in prison. I said the way they gonna do the pig in Minnesota, they smoke. You said they smoked his boots.
Oh, okay, got it.
It's actually a term saying they're gonna put
What's
right. Okay, cool. So it seems as though there's another battle. There's two more battles brewing. So the first battle that's brewing, it seems as though TLC, T-Boz from TLC says she's down to challenge either Escape or SWV in a versus battle. So I feel like we have to discuss who we think would come out on top of this battle. And also there's I guess Kurt Franklin and Fred Hammond are going to be going on this weekend. But let's talk about TLC, Escape, and SWV. I want to go around and see who thinks there will be a good battle. Who thinks it's going to be a good battle?
This is so tough.
I think it'd be good battle. That's definitely a good battle. I'm trying to think who would I pick.
We need a second.
Like who? What's your first, second, third? Showtime. You go first. This is tough.
We can take first, second, and third. Who's taking the cake? Period.
In this one, I'm gonna go SWV.
As number one.
I'm gonna go.
I see where you going with that? I see.
I'm gonna go SWV 1. I'm gonna go TLC 2 and Escape 3.
Escape.
TLC and SWV is a toss, but SWV gets more.
Yeah,
it's like there's more soulful records. Like TLC was more pop, but they got some joints though.
TLC got a lot of hits. Like
they got hits.
Yeah. I mean, his hit "Scrub" was by someone in Escape.
Wasn't it Candy? Didn't she write Scrub?
Candy and Tiny did, yeah. Candy, I think mostly, but Candy and Tiny.
Escape number 1, TLC number 2, SWV 3.
Ooh, that's tough.
You put SWV last.
Ooh.
I feel like I'm with you, RJ. Escape gotta be number 1 regardless because they done wrote everybody's songs.
I go with that.
Escape got some songs, but they can't. The crazy thing is, I think Escape can compete with SWV, but I kind of really got SWV first, and I will still put TLC above Escape no matter what.
So let me throw a monkey wrench in there. So I don't know if y'all know, but my favorite girl group of all time is Total. So I'm putting Total above every
one album. Huh? Do they have more than one album? They have 2 albums.
Total has 2 albums.
2 albums. Okay.
How many does Escape and TLC have?
I don't know, 15 each.
I mean,
how can join this party?
They're not qualified. You can't.
I mean, TLC is number 1 in sales.
TLC is number 1 in sales. But when it comes to the vibe, when it comes to that bad boy sound, just like nobody thought that 112 was going to be able to compete with Jagged Edge.
This is what I gotta say, Show. This is why then. You know why 112 won, and I said this, and you know why you like Total? It's that bad boy influence, straight up.
That's it.
Bad boy. It's Diddy. It's Diddy.
But TLC's hit so hard. You got Creep, Waterfall. They got smash hits. You know what I'm saying?
You got Red Light Special.
Yeah, they got smashes.
What you said? Waterfalls. What else TLC got?
Creep. I think that's No Scrubs and Creeps is like 2 of those are smash hits, both of them.
They are.
Those are timeless.
Every album has like 4 to 5 hits.
But SWV got Weak. They got Downtown. SWV got anything?
Love
Yeah.
Come on now.
Those records are not as big as those TLC records.
They're not as, but we're no.
Right.
Bigger. We're talking about what those records make you feel when you hear them in a battle. So when you put them up against some other joints,
yeah, you're making me rethink that.
I'm like SWV can go like
Escape.
Escape was last.
Escape will be last for me in those three. Like,
yeah, me too. Yeah, me too.
Because for real, after like
falling under the pressure, D. Marie.
You got Just Kicking It. You got what else you got from Escape? Just Kicking It. What's the joint? You're My Little Secret. What else?
Yeah.
Do we need to like look up Escape hits? Like, I mean,
them Escape songs don't come. I'm sure they got joints, but they don't come to you like that.
Right.
That is true. It's
okay.
How can I communicate?
But why do you have an earpiece in? Is that what you're doing? What was that?
Wait, what did she do?
Was that an earpiece?
Do it again.
Yeah, she felt she was on stage.
No, I'm not doing it. Cut. I'm not doing it.
Oh, I thought you had an earpiece in. I didn't know. All right.
That's what singers do. That you're not a professional. Singers do this.
No,
I can hit my high notes.
Oh, okay. Then you hit the falsetto.
My falsetto.
Right. Okay.
Did y'all say who can I run to? Y'all said that?
Who can I run to? Yeah. That's a good one.
Understanding.
Yeah, that was a big record.
A hot album. Listen.
Yeah.
That'd be a good one. I think we would just all be in there just to vibe out and to enjoy.
Yeah, it'd be good.
So also it was just announced that Kirk Franklin and Fred Hammond are going to go. Now, RG, I know you've never listened to a gospel song in your life. And,
I love me some gospel.
Do you?
Little folder in my music. Like
who's on your gospel playlist? Please share with the rest of the class.
Okay, I got BB and CC whining. I got Kirk Franklin. I got something about the name Jesus. I got what's the two sisters? Mary. Gospel music. Don't do that. I'm not a heathen.
Okay.
Y'all know what's so funny about Black folks when they say they listen to gospel? It be gospel from the 1990s. It don't be nothing current. I listen to Kirk Franklin.
You ain't say nothing about Lecrae. I ain't heard
Kirk Franklin. So I smile, even though I've hurt. So I smile.
2015.
Yeah, that song is super old.
Put that picture up. Okay.
I'm trying to move things along a little bit. So we talked about the battle. Let's talk about Miss.
She kind of look like you there, girl.
No, don't do
that.
You think so?
A little bit. She like Audrey just a little bit. They favor a little bit. So let's talk about Ayesha Curry. So apparently she's been getting some criticism because she posted this picture right here of herself in a swimsuit. Mm-hmm. And of course, Ayesha Curry is the person who, I guess, what was it, back in 2017? She made some comments about women posting scantily clad on social media. Mm-hmm. So when she posted these pictures right here, like, you know, Black Twitter let her have it a little bit. So what are your thoughts on Ayesha Curry and her posting I guess she posted the pictures because she had lost about 35 pounds. Is that correct?
Yeah, she looks
sexy to the motherfucker.
Yeah, she looks amazing.
Sorry, what did you say, Green? She looks what?
Do what?
Sexy to the MF. I said she's sexy to the motherfucker.
Oh. I mean,
I was waiting for y'all. I'm gonna go last.
We now
really need you to go first.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm gonna be quick, right? Ayesha said what she said back in 2015, 2017, whenever that was. And then she also said what she said last year, Red Table Talk. She had mentioned that she's insecure about some things because she doesn't get attention. Mm-hmm. I think Ayesha was probably just projecting. She didn't lose that. She didn't have the weight. She didn't have the body she wanted at the time, right? Now she got it. Boom, blam, pow. Check me out now. Period. That's it. That's it. It's over. She looks good. She feels good about herself. She's showing herself. That's it. I just think those comments, she didn't feel good. She probably was feeling insecure. She projected that onto everybody else who is secure about themselves, and that's it.
I agree.
Well, how do y'all feel? Okay, since I hear you, D. Marie. So would you not consider that a direct first trap?
Yes.
She blushing. Look at her blush. Look at her blush. Look at her blush. Look at her blush. Look at her blush.
She ain't known this man her whole life.
Oh
my gosh.
Somebody's getting the treatment tonight. My goodness.
Right.
I ain't never seen RG blush.
Girl, stop. All right now.
I ain't never seen her blush. Man, Omar is getting the treatment tonight. I'm talking about feather on the tongue and everything. Good gracious.
What?
Huh?
Yes,
Goodness gracious. Okay, I'm sorry. I just have never seen RG blush before. Huh.
Right. She can't even get it together now. Like she's like a girl.
Okay, Green, go ahead.
He's a purple pill.
No. Y'all silly. No. Steph Curry is a blue pill. But anyway, okay, ladies, do y'all not think that she was thirst trapping?
No.
You don't? What about you, rich girl? Okay. No, you said no. What about you, rich girl?
It could be a little thirst trap in there.
She was definitely thirst trapping. First of all, why does she have a bikini on? There's no pool. She's not at the beach.
Why does she have a bikini on?
There's no pool. She's not on the beach. This is a thirst trap. Now I know everyone says,
hold on, time out. First of all, Green, they're rich. You don't know where she is. Like,
there's no pool right.
She's not even walking to the pool.
Huh?
She could be walking to the pool. This is obviously
a part of the picture.
So you have to have a pool in the picture to be
no. What I'm telling you is women do everything with a purpose. He's letting it be known this is a thirst trap. I know you, and then you're gonna be like,
like, what's wrong with a little thirst trap? I think we all thirst trap.
It might have a little thirst trap in there.
There's nothing wrong with single women thirst trapping at all. No, she's married to a very successful man. But here's the thing: people say, "Well, Steph took the picture," which is actually makes it worse because he don't know what he's walking into right now. This is what in the red pill community we call. She's starting her monkey branching now. Steph Curry, I don't know if you know, and you don't know what monkey branching means. If you know how a monkey swings from branch to branch, the monkey does not let go of the first branch until he has a firm grip on the second branch. Mm-hmm. So she done lost his weight. She looks amazing now, right? Steph Curry, he been in the league about 10, 12 years, right? Mm-hmm. How long has Steph been in the league?
Thank you, Grant.
How long? I don't know. 10 years. Yeah, maybe 10 years.
Yeah. So let's say Steph plays another 5 years or 3 years or whatever. I don't know. You know Jay Cutler, Showtime?
Yes.
You know his wife just left him, right?
I did not know that, no.
Yes. His wife just left him. His wife was doing the exact same thing that she's doing. It's going to be the exact same process. As soon as, within 3 years of Steph retiring, she's out the door.
Okay, let me step in for 1 second. First of all, I have an issue with you comparing this woman to a monkey and saying that she's monkey.
No, monkey branching is a term.
I like that.
That's a term.
I know it's a term, but if there was a white person who were to say that about this beautiful brown woman, we would all be up in arms. So I'll step in now and say that any
woman, it isn't monkey branching supersedes race. White women monkey branch too. Chinese women do it if they're not satisfied with their mate. Keep that in mind.
So is she not satisfied with her man
at all? Not at all. Not even a little bit. He has turned her off. Obviously, he has the money, so it's probably showing a lot of weakness at home. And now she's starting her monkey branching. I will bet you anything, just like Jay Cutler, it's gonna happen.
Why?
She's not thirst trapping.
So
when a woman posts a picture like that, she's not looking just for attention. She's looking for attention from other men. Now, for her, she can't go date me. She needs a rich man. So that's what I said. There's no pool. She's not on the beach. She's letting it be known. I'm just posting this picture because I want some attention. Keep in mind, like I said, now if you're in her circle of wealth, you know what I mean, other basketball players or successful football players or actors, they know, okay, well, she's wanting too much attention to be happy at home. That was straight sexual attention she's craving from other men.
I used to be
like I said, Jay Cutler just went through it. Steph ain't immune. It's gonna happen. Thank you, Tanya. Thank you, Tanya. Right.
So hold on. So let me say this, RG. We got somebody that we're gonna let chime in a little bit. So RG, I want you to make your point, and then we got T Top Notch, who we're gonna bring into the room to make a point also. But T Top Notch just left. So T Top Notch, join back in and follow back up, and then we're gonna bring you in. But RG, I want you to make your point now. Go.
I'm just saying, so she couldn't have, she was a little chubbier.
Yes, she was.
So she couldn't have lost weight and she feels good. Every woman who loses weight and you feel good, you want to start showing your body. That's not.
So she can't show it to her husband? She show it to her husband and I'm going to show it to her. So she needs. Okay, no, I'll take it even further. I'll take it further. She can't show her husband and her girlfriends. Who else does she need attention from?
But we live in a world where social media is a part of our lives. So it could be a meal that she cooked. If somebody cooks a bomb meal, they're gonna post it on social media. If somebody's kids have an accomplishment, you're gonna post it on social media.
Right. Those are acceptable things to post when you're
acceptable to who though? Acceptable to who?
There's a man setting a thirst trap in a robe with his chest out.
Right. You're thirst trapping right now.
I'm thirst trapping.
You monkey branching. You monkey branching.
Monkey branch. I'm not. What do you mean? I'm my own man. I'm not tired.
With your chest hair showing, with your taco meat.
Thank you, Malika. These women know what it is. That woman. If a woman, look, I'm red pill. Well, if a woman is happy at home, she is not gonna do that. It's a natural thing.
I disagree.
Pill green. We don't know what the pill colors are. What does that mean?
Red pill just means you're completely aware and you study and you know female nature. Now, let me say this again because some people get it confused.
Just by disclaimer,
she is not
that have been written by a lot of weird people.
What she is doing is what any woman's gonna do when they man is being weak at home. Steph Curry is a weak man at home in her eyes. He might not really be weak, but in her eyes, she feels he's weak, and that's why she's doing this.
So let me bring in T Top Notch into the conversation. T, your camera ain't showing and your mic ain't on. What happened? T, you with us? I don't know what happened. T, hang up and call us back. You get a bill.
It looked like her.
You gotta be ready. Stay ready.
You think you ain't got
you were saying that you was comparing this to the meal and the children accomplishment. So you don't feel that picture is craving a different type of attention?
Nah, I feel like as a woman, I feel like she accomplished something. Like she lost 35 pounds, right? I feel like she lost 35, 40 pounds or whatever, and she wanted to show off her weight loss. And I feel like as a woman, like she entitled to do that. Like I'm not.
No. Okay. I'm gonna take it further. This is why women they think they do everything with a purpose. If she was trying to show weight loss, she would have did a before and after picture. I'm trying to tell you what I know. She didn't do a before and after picture because then it could have been conceived as they can't hear me. Please let me finish. If she would have posted a before and after, men could have been like, okay, maybe she's not thirst trapping. She's trying to show us how to lose weight. No. She posted it to thirst trap, strictly to thirst trap. There's no pool. If I'm telling you what I know.
How do you know she's not walking did that? Pool? This is an outside area.
Even
if there is no pool, she still has the right to do whatever she wants to do. Like whether there's
I never said she don't got the right to do what she do. She's gonna do what she want to do, and she gonna leave her husband. That's what's gonna happen. He don't see it coming. I do.
Where do you get leave
your husband? What I'm trying to tell you is, if she wasn't intentionally trying to get attention from other rich men, she did this on purpose. If she would have took a picture of her jumping in the pool, a man would have said, well, maybe she's thirst trapping, but maybe not. If she would have before and after pictures, you could say maybe, but maybe not. She's
right, so let's take some comments from the audience.
Like that.
We got T Top Notch, aka Tan in here. Tan, what up?
Hey, Tan.
How you doing?
Hey y'all.
Hey, what's your thoughts on this? Tan, can you hear us?
She got Nelly Wi-Fi.
Right. Tan she's trying to Teddy Riley.
Like the pool would have made it sexier and it would have made it look a little bit innocent.
Tan, what's up?
That on purpose.
Green,
right,
I have a picture right here in my living room, and it does not need a pool to take a nice picture in your bathing suit. She might have got a new bathing suit. It's cute,
right?
What if it was an ad? What if she put that on for somebody that's paying her to wear that bathing suit?
Because it would have said that under the caption. It didn't.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, it would have. If it's an ad, you pay somebody to wear a swimsuit, you have to tag them in your post. She didn't do that.
I just think
I studied the post. It was examined in the red pill community, and it was deemed this is a direct thirst trap. And she intentionally didn't want there to be any confusion either. She didn't want any confusion.
It was
she wanted it to be known it was a direct thirst trap. Yes.
Green. It was who examined it in such red pill community? Who examined it? In the red pill
leaders.
The leaders.
Myself and 1,000 other people in group chats.
It's a
direct.
It's a cult.
Well, how about this? Once she leaves him, y'all be like, damn, why she do him like that? Or you'll see. Jay Cutler's wife was doing the exact same thing.
Green.
The exact same thing.
Green, do you remember that she went on Red Table Talk and said that guys do not try to talk to her? That was the first. Yes, thank you. That was the first time she let it be known that she was seeking attention from other rich men. That was the first step. Step 2, let me show these other rich men that I've lost weight and I can compete with the women y'all like now. I promise you. Look, this is what's gonna happen, and I'll bet my life on it. He's done. He's done. His goose is cooked. She's totally turned off by that man. And like I said, she's gonna wait till he retires. She's gonna wait till he retires, like most women do. She's gonna be courteous. She's gonna wait till his career's over. And once his career's over, guess what? He's gonna be Steph Curry, the Hall of Famer, but he ain't gonna have the same swag as when she going to the games that he playing. She's out of there, just like Jay Cutler. It's gonna be the same exact thing. I'm telling you.
So Green, let me just so we're clear. You said you're betting your life on this. So Sierra is gonna leave Russell Wilson.
Definitely.
And also Ayesha is going to leave Steph Curry.
She's gonna leave a rich man.
Hold on, RG.
For another rich man, yes.
Okay.
And she's gonna take him and I'm pretty sure they handle prenup because he married her in college, didn't he?
So Green, since you obviously have a crystal ball,
yes.
Are there any other marriages that are in danger of ending?
Name some, and I can't just think of marriages. Who?
Beyonce and Jay-Z.
I wouldn't say they on the rocks. No, I would say they okay for now. They're fine for now.
They're fine for now.
And that's the thing. You probably like he cheated on her. That don't mean shit. Women, they don't mean shit. So now if you show weakness from lying to her, but obviously Jay-Z is masculine enough where she still looks up to him. She still looks at him as somebody that's all that. Steph Curry wife, she don't look at Steph Curry the way we look at Steph Curry, and that's when it's a wrap. She don't look at him like that no more. That's why she's doing what she's doing. It's his fault. Let it be known. It's his fault. It's his fault. Don't get it fucked up.
So Green. Okay. So Omar makes a great point.
Yes, my boo too.
Y'all gonna have to get a room or something because it ain't gonna be a whole bunch.
Yeah, exactly. Do all the flirting when we get off air, man.
Right. Yeah. Like, he's literally sitting right across from you right now. Like, if you're watching this, don't be surprised if Omar just comes up and licks her neck while we're doing it.
Ready for anything.
Obviously, there's something going on.
You know, rich girl, she's slick too. She probably said, "Greg will come at us on this, baby. You chime in." She's slick.
Reinforcement, Green.
He wanted to do it. She can tell him what she wanted to tell him. That's her man.
Damn okay. Yes, I ain't get mad about it.
Where your girlfriend at?
Ain't nobody chopping it on my videos.
they just
They
put ice in your cups and pour liquor in your drinks for you.
That's about it. Yeah.
Got it. All right. So now that we know that DJ Green is also Miss Cleo.
Oh wait, can I ask you?
Yes.
Being that Green
at least they missed the Cleo. God damn.
Miss Cleo, you're right. I'm sorry. Miss Cleo was dead, Sue. So
that's a good one, Grunge. I'm not gonna deem them done, but I will say that John Legend's on the ropes. But I won't say that they're done. I won't say that because she actually does appear to actually like him, but appear to love him. But I mean, these women are actresses. But John Legend is he's a very feminine person. You know, he's a very feminine man. So I gotta see. She hasn't shown any blatant disrespect the way Ayesha Curry has. You see what I'm saying? You never see Chrissy Teigen never got him there and said, I need attention from I miss men messing with me. She never said that. You see what I'm saying? When a woman does that, that's like a cat call. I want, come on, guys, shoot your shot, guys. I'm ready to get out of here, guys. Help me out.
All right, let's see what Tan got to say. Tan, what up?
Hey y'all. I finally got in. Hey everybody.
Welcome. Hey.
Thank you.
What you think? You've been saying a lot in the comments now. What you got to say?
I have to agree with Green to a certain extent, maybe like 90% of what he said.
Thank you. You're a
so
smart person.
Thank you.
I just think like they met teenagers in church. She's like tired of that dick, yo. She's not had no outside dick, and she is hot right now. And he's just not cutting it. She's literally seeking attention. She's tired. So either she's gonna do one of the two. She gonna stay with him and cheat,
right?
Or she gonna find her way out because he's not cutting it for her no more.
Sam, let me push back and ask you a question. So we all know that women are way smarter than men are when it comes to doing things in a relationship that could be backhanded, right? Everything being I don't want to say that question. So if she was, if there was an issue and she wasn't happy, don't you think she would do it in a way that's a little bit more discreet so she won't leave? I mean, she won't lose what she has at home, and she can still get her little thing off on the side. Like somebody said earlier, he worth $80 million. Like,
but so this is the difference.
I don't know though, because I don't think she's that type of chick. So she probably would just dip. Like she might not be a cheating type. So that would go against her moral code for herself. She's definitely trying to get
for some new dick.
She's telling him she's giving him hints and he's not catching it. Like she's bored in that marriage.
Yes.
She's 31. Once you hit 30 and you've been with a nigga since like high school, you change. She's like outgrowing that situation no matter how much money he got. It ain't about the money.
He's not keeping her interested. Like there's a way to keep a woman interested nonstop. He just hasn't been able to figure that out. You know what I'm saying? Most men don't matter. It's very difficult. It's extremely difficult. Like I don't care how much money you got.
Yeah, you can't.
It's very difficult to keep a woman anxiety going, to keep her juices flowing. It's very difficult if you live it together. You know what I'm saying? She's done. I'm telling you. Like how Tam was saying, she wanted to get some dick on the side, maybe. I think she might already be fucking somebody, to be honest with you. But she wants to leave him, not just fuck.
She do.
She don't want to just fuck another nigga. She wants to bounce. I'm telling you what I know.
Like Omar said, why would you leave $80 million, Green?
Because for her, it ain't about the money for her.
First of all,
she had him before the money. It ain't about the money for her.
Right. So
if
she had him before the money, they've been together, like you said, 20-some years. She ain't gonna automatically just be like, oh, nah, she got a lifelong bond with that man. Like
that means nothing to her. That means nothing.
She is bored and over.
So you've never heard of a woman being with a man from high school and continuing to stay with that person for the rest of your life?
I know some people that's been together since 8th grade, but like I said, the man has to be. The man. Let me remind, ladies, it's Steph's fault. I'm not saying Ayesha Curry's a bad person. It's all his fault. And Tanisha's right. He is the prize. But guess what? He's the prize to every other girl in the world.
Right.
She don't think he's the prize no more. And that's only because he showed her so much weakness in that home.
I disagree. Go ahead, RG.
You'll see. You'll see.
Hey, I've been in
it's
them
already
shoes.
written.
I'm speaking from experience, dog. She's done. When she started doing all that, she's done, yo. It's not something that just happened overnight. This has been going on in her mind, in her thoughts. She been throwing the nigga hints. He's too nice. He's not catching on. He's boring. Like, she needs some fire in her life. Look at her swimsuit. She wants some fire. He ain't.
Right.
You can't say look at her swimsuit. She wants some fire.
Right.
We need her to join the show. Y'all be trying to act like I'm crazy. I'm trying to say,
she's bad.
What I'm trying to say ain't even debatable. It's gonna happen.
I ain't having no more fucking kids. This is what I am. And she's like, damn, I don't even know this woman. Like, she's beginning to know herself as a woman. Yes. And that's what's not cutting it no more. It could not be about him at all. She's 31. She been with dudes since she was 15, 16 years old. She was a little girl then. She done grown into a woman now, sis. Know what she want, what she need. She like, damn, this nigga rich, but I ain't happy. If you ain't happy, you don't give a fuck about no money.
Like, yo, straight up, she might not even like light-skinned dudes for real.
Where does the part that she's not happy? Who told you that? Who gave y'all the
okay, maybe post tell you
she's
that.
Seeking attention.
Yeah,
a woman don't seek that much attention unless she's not happy. It's a natural instinct.
And I've done that. I'm happy, and I post a bathing suit picture.
Because you're a VA rich girl. You do that. You're sexy, sis.
Right, and Ayesha Curry is supposed to be Miss Cookbook.
Exactly.
You was never Miss Cookbook, girl. You was never the Cookbook girl.
I'm gonna tell you what it is. Sis is acting totally out of character. When women start acting out of character, doing stuff like that,
right?
She's done. That's not her aura. That's not her nature. She's like going all the way left, and as her husband, he's supposed to be like, damn. So we paying attention. Men ain't looking at that like, shit. Yeah, she ain't gonna be able to fuck with anybody. But I don't think somebody will take her along.
I don't think she can have to skate on Instagram to do that. Like, she don't have to play that game. Like, if that was her MO,
who is gonna have the confidence to just holler at Steph Curry's wife? Nobody. According to the community of the she's doing this on. No one is gonna just jump on her DMs except a regular guy like me who knows he has no chance. No one else in the league is gonna jump.
Shoot your shot, Green. Shoot your
shot.
I
need to, right? Nobody else in the league is gonna jump on her DMs. Think about that. They're not gonna jump on her DMs. But she needs a rich man. She can't be with me, even though I'm gonna dick her down. It don't matter.
Dick her down, Green. Dick her down.
I don't have enough money. She has to let it be known to other rich men.
Thank you, man. Have a nice night. We blessed.
Wow. We need to invite her back.
Invite her back.
Someone that definitely agree with you.
That's a red pill woman. She's in touch with her subconscious because a lot of women just don't understand. See, here's the thing: every woman, she's reacting the way every single woman is going to react to a weak man. Like Ayesha Curry isn't different. This is like plants need sunlight. Women need alpha. Women need a man that's in charge of her. If they not getting that, I don't care how much money you got. She's going to fucking go off. She's going to leave. It's just what it is. It's nature. Right. She is being.
Go ahead.
So Green, you have a crystal ball. You're all-knowing, omniscient, omnipotent.
I'm not omnipotent. You said impotent and omni. So it's omniscient.
I didn't say impotent. I said omniscient.
But you said that second. That's the correct word. Anyway, go ahead.
The impotent could have been a Freudian slip. Like, she could have.
What type of man do you think it is that I need? Since you know, you're, just tell me what it is.
Well, rep it. You are a high level. I said you're a high level alpha female. You're very strong minded. Like, for example, you did radio when you were 19. Like, ambition is a masculine trait. You know what I'm saying? You're smart. You know what I mean? It is. This isn't debatable. Anyway,
it's a masculine.
No, it is debatable though.
No, it isn't.
It is debatable.
Ambition is a masculine trait, Green?
Yes.
Listen.
It is.
You got to lay off.
Ambition is a masculine trait.
You got to lay off.
It's like you're taking it. Keep in mind, everyone has masculine and feminine energy. Everyone. Every man has feminine energy too. So women are gonna have some. You said, what's feminine energy?
What's yours?
What's yours?
Oh shit! I mean, in the past, it was being loving.
In the past.
I would argue with a woman. I would never do that again. Like that's being feminine as fuck. I strongly advise you all to never argue with a girl ever. That's a couple right there. You know what I mean? But back to DeMarie, you're gonna have to find a guy that is successful, and like I said, I know you're not gonna make it easy for him. You know what I mean? So he's gonna have to be a very, very strong-minded individual that you are willing to follow. It's like I said, for you, that's gonna probably be tough because you're a leader yourself. Because that's one of your masculine traits is your ambition. You know, everyone has both. You know what I mean? Nobody's perfect. Everyone has both.
Let me ask you this. Time out. Who makes these people from these YouTube videos and these books that you watch the masters of masculine?
Because you can never prove it wrong. That's why.
That's it.
You can never prove it wrong.
What you are saying is purely opinionated. It's not fact. Like there's nothing factual about the statement.
Show me where it's wrong. That's all.
There's nothing.
Always right. What do you mean? Jay Cutler, I just told you the Steph Curry thing just happened to Jay Cutler. Like this play already happened. And it's up for debate, but like Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, I think Prince Harry's gonna be done. He's like, think about it. They moved. My man was pointing out to me, one of my Red Pill brothers. She made him move to LA. That's where she's from. That's where the niggas used to fuck with her from. If they wanted to move to America, why didn't they move to Texas or something? Why are we gonna move where? Now, when they was in England, all his ex-girls is there. Why we gonna go where all her old niggas is at?
Number one,
he's doing that on purpose.
Okay, number one, let's number one. There's celebrities.
It's exhausting, honey.
Moving to Texas is not necessarily conducive to living a celebrity life. That's the first thing. Number two, she's an actress, so she has a career in Hollywood prior to
still acting. She's married to the prince. She don't need to act no more.
Maybe because she wants to keep a career.
Right.
She's not ready to be feminine at all. Then you're married to the prince.
And we addressed this before, and I don't want to go backwards. We addressed this 2 weeks ago when we said that what Chana just said. He wanted to leave. He been wanting to get out of that.
But the LA thing, nah. They could have moved to Atlanta. They could have moved to
Portsmouth Green. Like, what do you want them to do? Right?
They could have moved to Portsmouth. Yes. My Airbnb's in Portsmouth. She came right there. I would have welcomed them.
You really think that Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are going to stay at the Green Hotel?
Probably not. I'm saying her moving to LA, she's putting herself in her comfort zone where if she wants to creep, it'll be easy. Now, I don't think she's cheating yet. I will say that. I don't think she's jumping out there yet. But I think she is. I think he's turning her off already, and she's putting things in position. Now, they might be okay. I won't stamp them done. I'm not going to do that yet. I won't do that to him.
You can't stamp anybody done because you have
everyone that needs to be stamped done. They get done. It always happens.
Okay. Have you ever stamped
nature is nature. A woman is never going to stay with you if she don't view you in that light. It's not possible. She cannot get excited. She cannot have good sex. You just done at that point. I don't care who you are, how much money you got. If she don't see you that way no more, your goose is cooked. You're done.
Okay, let's move on. Speaking of gooses being cooked, let's talk about outside opening back up. Especially where DeMarie and RG are in the great states of
Georgia.
No, the great state of Atlanta, because Atlanta is a state of its own. So
you said that's the whole state.
Atlanta's a whole state. Yeah.
Right.
Y'all are the ones that determine what happens. So there was a situation where 2 Chainz, who has a restaurant, and his restaurant is in Atlanta. Is it in Atlanta?
Yeah.
The restaurant is called Escobar, and 2 Chainz over the weekend decided that it would be a good idea to open the restaurant up and have a day party. And yeah, I don't know why he thought that would be a good idea, but now folks have stepped in and shut them down and shut the place down.
Well, you know what? You say that, but then I see on their Instagram that they're still open. Come in for hookah.
Come through, pull up.
Yeah. So I don't know what's going on with that, but I read the same thing that it was supposed to be shut down.
Do we have pictures from that?
We do. Let's see.
From what I've seen on social media, they were having a ball, y'all. Like
we're having a complete ball. Just the Rona just flowing everywhere. Like
that's the spot.
This is the club.
Well, ain't no social distance going on there.
Smoking hookah.
Oh, they got the bottle girls and everything.
Bottle girls. I don't see one mask anywhere. Listen, man. Let me tell you something. These people are crazy. Like, there's no way in the world that you could pay me to be in somebody's club. I don't understand the craze of hookah, and I'll take a bill. I don't understand the craze of hookah anyway, but I definitely am not going to be smoking a hookah with the Rona floating around.
I don't get it.
Like they're indoors too.
And they're indoors, Green, right? Like they're indoors. Like there has to be a better way. There's no way that we can get back to normal when people are still doing, like Shannon said, business as usual. Like, nah.
So
I mean, people.
So Green, what was that like for you then? Because you went out.
Right.
It was a balcony place. I got some chicken wings and I left. And it was outside.
Well, you told us you got a sub or something, so that's a lie.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It was a sub.
You definitely told us that you got.
Yeah. It was actually it was $2.
So you're lying.
He said that's a lie.
That's because he's been in more than one spot.
Right. He forgot where he was. That's all that was. Right. So again, D. Marie asked you a question. How was it for you when you were out risking your life for chicken wings and a tuna sub?
I was the outside spot, so the times I've been out is outside, and it's
but you know the roller can travel outside too, right?
It travels, but not, I mean, people were far away from me though. You know what I'm saying?
So
I wouldn't do no inside spot right now. I wouldn't.
Well, tomorrow Virginia's implementing mandatory masks, so just make sure when you go out from tomorrow on that you have your mask.
Yeah, and the state of Virginia you have to have a mask. It's inside though, right, D. Marie?
Yeah, it's inside.
Yeah, so if you're in the state of Virginia, you have to have a mask on, regardless of where you are, unless you have like asthma or there's like some other health issues. You have to have a mask on, and I'm cool with that. Like me
too. I wish.
Listen, I'm ready to be Michael Jackson for the rest of my life. Like, okay. Did I ever tell you about the time that I saw Michael Jackson? Did I ever tell you that story?
No.
Yeah, Al Green, bro. You told me, yeah.
Yes. So maybe like in 1999, maybe 2000, either 99 or 2000. It was a Saturday, right? And I was going to the barbershop, and I was driving. If you're from Virginia, I was driving down Greenbrier. Was it Greenbrier Parkway or was it? Might have been Volvo. It was either Volvo or Greenbrier. So anyway, Teddy Riley's brother lived in Emerald Green, which is some nice big houses over there. So as I'm driving by, I see two huge SUVs parked in front of the house. So mind you, this was before like social media, so I didn't have no camera on me, no camera on my phone or nothing. But so
basically, we don't really know if this is true.
You're right. Right. I have no proof. All I have is my word. All I have is my word. That's all I have. So anyway, before I was rudely interrupting Marie, I turn around and I go into the neighborhood. Right. So as I go into the neighborhood, there's a limousine that's parked in the front. So it's the limousine and the two SUVs. So I go by the limousine and like it's nobody in there. Nobody in the limousine. Right. I circle back around. It's a dead end. So I circle back around and I drive back and I see Michael coming out of the house.
It was an impersonator show. Please, let's stop with this story. It was an impersonator.
No. Because this was when Michael was in Virginia with that last album. If you remember he took over Barnes and Noble that time. Like he went to Barnes and Noble and he kind of like bought Barnes and Noble out. He was coming out of Teddy's brother's house. So Michael is walking out. Of course, he has the mask on his face. And I drive by the limousine. Now, mind you, outside of the limousine is two of the biggest bodyguards I've ever seen in my whole entire life. Like bigger than Suge Knight, like just huge bodyguards, like huge. I can see in the limo, and I see one of the kids. I don't know if it's Lincoln. I don't know. Huh?
Lincoln?
I don't know which one it was.
Paris?
It was one of the boys. It wasn't the youngest boy, whatever the middle one is. I don't know who that is.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know who he is. But I could see him with the mask on his face. So I said all that to say that's going to be my new way of life. Me and my kids and my family. Whenever we go Michael Jackson this thing and
what's going? Okay.
Mask to match every outfit. All of that.
Really, I just wanted to flex. So I never told that Michael Jackson story publicly.
That's all he wanted to do.
Wait now.
Okay.
No. I didn't wait because the bodyguards were looking at me like I was crazy. Like they were looking at me.
You
like
were driving around in circles trying to see who was in it.
Right.
Yeah. I wish it was social media back then so I could have snapped a picture. This was back when we had like the portable cameras where you had to like and turn that joint. Like this was back in them days. But
disposable joints.
Disposable cameras. Yeah. But yeah, so that's my Michael Jackson story. I just wanted to flex a little bit. Let's see.
I love it.
What else can we talk about? Let's see. Oh,
Green's
president, Donald J. Trump. So let's talk about this latest situation with Trump, where he is. I guess he's trying to not sue, but he's trying to regulate social media. So
yeah, and actually, from what I heard today, I mean, he can do it, but if I don't think he can, but if it goes through, basically, he's trying to make social media be, you can't sue. Okay, like if you see something on Twitter and it influences you to kill somebody, no one can sue Twitter.
Right.
He's trying to make it so that basically social media is not accountable for anyone's actions.
Well, let's talk about where it started from. Like, let's talk about where it started.
That's the funny part.
Because Twitter had decided to put a disclaimer on a couple of his tweets to say that the information that he had tweeted out could have possibly been factually incorrect. Right. So then Trump came back and then he posted to Twitter. And he said something about Republicans feeling that the social media platforms totally silence conservative voices. He started talking about mail-in ballots and just going on one of his huge Twitter rants. And now he is trying to really make it so that Twitter gets regulated and that other social media platforms are regulated, which is crazy to me because if it wasn't for Twitter, like he wouldn't be president.
Right.
Like there's no way possible that he would be president if there was no Twitter.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So for him to like take this course of action and for him to go about going this hard against Twitter and against social media, like to me, it's crazy because he wouldn't even be here. He's the reality TV president, and like Shannon said, he gonna die without Twitter. Like he gonna die.
Yeah.
Like he gonna die. And I hate when people are saying that. Twitter is trying to influence the election, and Twitter is doing all these things when it's him who had the Russians influencing the election. Like it won't.
Yeah.
Like it won't the people at Twitter. It was him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
He signed the executive order to have it done.
He signed the executive order, but I think it's an uphill battle. I think that it's not going to.
He said he's willing to go to court. He said he's willing to go all the way with this.
Yeah, he can go. That don't mean
that don't mean no win. The thing is. And he can't do it to just Twitter. It would have to be every social media network. And if every social media network could face a lawsuit, there will be no social media the next day. So that's not going to happen.
Right.
It's not going to happen.
I definitely think it's an uphill battle. I don't think it's something that he gonna come out on the right side of. Because like when he said, like this is like First Amendment issues, there are other things that kind of play into the Constitution. So I don't think this is a battle that he really.
This man is just pulling out all the stops before his time is up. He's saying
yeah. So yeah, we'll see how that plays out. So I want to introduce a new segment into the show. This new segment that we're going to do called "What Would You Do?" So I'm going to ask a question or give a scenario, and the co-host on the show, Rich Girl D. Marie and DJ Green, are going to respond. Okay. So
we don't know the scenarios, y'all.
They do not know the scenario. And if you're in the comments, please let us know also if you want to chime in. Let us know what you would do, because this is going to be interesting. Right? So
ready.
RB, Green, and then D. Marie.
Okay.
So let's say that you are in a long-term relationship. Green, you're in a relationship with a red pill woman or whatever type of woman, right? What would you do if you found out that the person that you were in a long-term relationship with had an affair with one of your siblings? Let's start with RG.
Ooh.
What would you do?
Was it before or during the relationship?
You had an affair, so that means that was during.
When you say affair, you mean like an ongoing situation.
They were creeping with one of your siblings.
It'll be a problem.
What would you do? What would you do? I didn't ask if it'll be a problem. I said, what would you do?
My blessings to you both. Love. You can't, deny who you love. My blessings to you both.
You're going to give them your blessings?
Namaste.
The world, he gave his only begotten son. Whosoever believeth in him should not perish but have an everlasting life.
Yes, feminine energy.
And I don't listen to gospel.
You just quoted a whole scripture.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what everybody should know. That's what everybody should know. But hey, I'll give you that one. Cicely, your own sister said that. Your sister said y'all gonna fight.
I love
So, RG, you said you're gonna give me your blessings. I don't believe that.
On to us. Don't call me here.
RG said she's gonna give them her blessing. I don't believe that, but
me neither.
Green,
I would never speak to either one of them again. And like you said, if you said sibling, so it had to be a brother for me. I definitely have to deck him one time.
Violence is never the answer.
But I thought it was a feminine trait.
Right.
It is. Losing control of your emotions is feminine. Yeah,
But
violence is feminine.
Having that feminine inside of him. Anyway.
Everyone, say it again.
Anybody that does this, look, you see how my jacket is open? Like, you know what? This is feminine. Like,
no,
wait,
that's not the way college.
Look at that.
You have a robe with no shirt on. Your first step being feminine.
Well, I didn't want to be late for the show, and I wasn't dressed. So, hey.
What would you do?
That's tough.
I'm waiting.
That's real tough. First, I'm crying. I'm in a corner crying my eyes out. You gotta go through the motions. Let's take it to waiting to exhale, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna be violent towards the person, but I need to burn something. I need to burn your belongings. I need to key your car. I need to
arson.
puncture your tires. I need to do something.
No, Marie, that's not the answer. That's not the answer.
That's feminine energy.
What would you do? I'm being honest.
Masculine. You're showing masculine energy right now.
I'm a
her losing control is actually feminine, but yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
But that's just like I'm angry. First off, it's like I'm angry. Like, nah, I'm gonna need everybody and their mother to calm me down. Yeah, I don't want to hurt the person, y'all. I just feel like I'm gonna be doing a bunch of CNN interviews like Terry McMillan. I ain't know this was happening,
right?
And then, you know, I'm gonna milk it. I'm gonna write a book. I'm gonna go on tour, engagements, all of that.
Is that would you eventually forgive them?
Nah, from my own peace of mind, yeah, but nah, deep down, nah.
I'm not forgiving. Like I'm not. I'm believe it or not, I'm going to agree with Green on this one. I'm going to speak to either of them ever again, and somebody's getting dead.
Right.
No, I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
My sibling?
Your sibling, right? Yeah. Like what?
Yeah, I'm not. No. No. What do you think I would do, RG?
Okay, so what are you going to get from the fight? What does the fight do? Does it make it not have happened because you guys fought? It still happened, and it makes
feel better. I will feel better.
I would feel better, right? Yeah. I would feel better, and I would feel accomplished.
Oh, yeah.
I would feel like I've accomplished something. Like, yes, like I decked them one day.
Your sister says she gonna get you rich, girl.
I'm really trying to understand. Since RG has quoted Bibles, she's quoted Bible verses.
I don't know what's going on with her tonight. I don't know
about her gospel playlist.
She came prepared.
I really don't know what's going on here.
I am too old to be fighting. Now, if someone hits me, I will hit back. But I am too old to be out here trying to fight.
That's why you don't gotta fight. You just burn things. That's it.
Yeah,
if you sleep with your sister's spouse, you want to fight. If you know what I'm saying.
Your sister stuff?
No, if you slept with your sister's spouse, she will feel like you must want to fight her too. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's supposed to be a secret. So no, she don't. Notice.
What if she went through his phone and he was trying to keep it secret?
And she found out. She just said she's gonna fight.
I told you what it is. Like,
you made it clear what's gonna happen. I know.
It's going to be a problem. But I'm just amazed that RG has turned into this peaceful, loving, like, kumbaya.
Oh, look at her.
Meanwhile.
Bro, isn't that what life is about?
Now, okay, so let's say you had some Hennessy in your system, RG. Is it still going to be the same?
Oh, it's all happened.
That's what I thought. There we go. Now we're at the bottom of it. Yep, that's it. All right, so the Henny changes everything. Got it. All right. So I guess we wrapping this thing up though.
Wrap it up.
Shout to everybody who checked in. Shout to everybody who commented. Chandler said RG got options in case her man acts a fool. RG, would you like to tell us about these options that you have?
Yeah. I like
it. And I know Oman is sitting right across from you. So would you like to share about these options?
Showtime.
Yes. You look at her dead in her eyes right now.
He actually looked from over his computer like, oh, you got options.
Right.
Options, huh? Yeah. What's up?
Yeah.
He had his phone in front of his face. He was like,
right.
Who got options? Who got options?
Oh goodness.
All right, man. Let's wrap up. We'll be back to do this thing next Thursday. Any last words, RG? What would you like to say?
Stay safe. Quarantine. Don't let these people fool you. Going out in these spaces, clubbing, and all that. You can wait. It's not that serious.
It can wait. Just like texting and driving. It can wait. Green.
I'm gonna keep it old school. If you half step, you're gonna get half results, and hard work always pays off, kids. And kids.
And D-Reed.
But hold on, you can't do hard work because that makes you masculine.
I am a man. All right. Well, yeah. But anyway, go ahead.
So what? So hard work is masculine energy also, Green?
Technically ambition, but I mean hard work, no. But ambition, if you're hardworking because you're so ambitious, yes.
So
but if you're just a hard worker,
let me just ask this question before we close out. I want you to clarify this. So if a woman is working at a job and she has the ambition of climbing up the corporate ladder and becoming a leader of the supervisor of all jobs or whatever that she does, you're saying that ambition is a masculine energy, Green?
Definitely, 100%, without a doubt.
100%.
Yes, without a doubt.
Green.
There's nothing wrong with it. Like I said, every person has masculine and feminine energy.
Okay, so does that masculine energy turn you off as a red pill swallower?
No, I don't deal with bum chicks. So you see what I'm saying? That's a masculine trait that I'll deal with. But if you notice, like you look at especially a lot of politician females, a lot of them, you see they're very uptight. They're not very happy, a lot of them, because those women actually made it to the top. And when a woman's that strong, it's hard for her to get a man that's going to make her happy.
What about Oprah?
She never, there you go. Thank you. She never had a man. She never could get married.
She never
had kids. She never got married. No, nothing.
She got a man.
But she's extremely ambitious. Huh?
She has a man.
Do she?
She goes with Stedman for many years.
They've been together for 40 years.
Are they still
forever?
Hey, I've never even said that. Her actually said that's my boyfriend.
She said that's my life partner.
Right.
Then why they ain't get married?
I have no idea, because I don't have a crystal ball.
You're supposed to know that. You're in the pill community. Ask your pill brother.
I'm saying her ambition is on level 1,000. You know what I'm saying? No, she probably. I mean, come on, man. Why the dude ain't settled? You know what I mean? She's rich as fuck. He still ain't married. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with you, Shonda. I agree.
No, it's not a badge of honor. I'm just saying her ambition is masculine energy. I mean, let's be real. Is Oprah Winfrey a very feminine woman? No one is going to say she is. She's not. She's not. Let's be real now.
You said
look at the role she played in Color
Purple. Not feminine? Is that what you're saying?
No, she's not. She's not the most feminine woman at all. No,
because she has ambition.
Not just because she has ambition. I mean, look at the way she dresses, the way she acts. She's a very leadership. She's a very masculine woman. What do you mean? It's obvious. She's Oprah Winfrey.
Her hat turned to the back, talking about yo, this Oprah and this piece.
Nah.
Yeah, I know. That's how she comes off to us.
Right.
I mean, you never even know her to date anyone outside of Stedman. You know what I mean?
She has Stedman. She's not
right. Why would you?
In her whole life, though. We've been knowing over 35 years.
So what?
Right. So what?
Yeah, this stressing.
I mean, nothing wrong with being one man. I'm just saying.
It's very stressful, RG. It's exhausting.
She's not a very feminine woman, period. She's not.
So, okay, let me ask you this. If you had the opportunity to date Oprah Green, if she broke up with Stedman and she dove in your DMs, what would you do?
I'd make her dive in this bed. and then I'm gonna get that bread.
You would disobey your red pill teachings and your red pill teachers.
No, I can put her in a feminine state. Don't get it. Anyone,
how do you do that? How do you do that?
No matter how masculine the woman is, the right man can get her in her feminine state. Maybe I should have said that. Y'all didn't know that. The right man can put any woman in her feminine.
We didn't know anything.
In her feminine. Even though she's rich, I still could do it. She could not emasculate me. I would kick her to the curb immediately. She could not emasculate me.
Expeditiously.
I would. She can never. No one. No, never. Go ahead.
All right, we'll be back in this thing next Thursday, 8:00, with a whole new list of topics to discuss. Make sure you share this video. Make sure you like it. Make sure you tell your friends to holla at us. We'll be back next Thursday. Talking to Town, Unfiltered. Anything else before we get out of here?
Peace out.
All right, see y'all on the flip side. Peace.